money, I go take them one by one. That the Adeboye, you are due for hellfire because you are nothing but a bloody liar. You lie to the people with your teeth. That one, if they not pay tithe, they're not going to make heaven. Where they write out for Bibles there. You can't lie another one not too far. You can say, a time that says the Lord, a time will come that when you want to travel, you don't need the aeroplane, you don't need a car. You will just say, UK, London, here I come, and you will land in London. Lori Iro. When you need the waka go London, that's what they say enter. Now you have the money when you collect from all these mushrooms when you cross branch. Let me tell you and hear me. All you people when you call yourself redeemer, they are lying to you. If now listen, I won't make my visit.
You only have 1 minute left, ma, okay? Because the way we do it, okay, you have just 1 minute now. Please use it.
Okay.
Just 1 minute.
When they need money, they go tell you make una donate. Bring this, bring that. Why come be say when una need money, they go say una pray to God. Who now with them? Who get anointed part to pray to God to collect money? Una nothing mumu. Our Sakama J 419 Yahoo pastor. Cinema, you are part of it. Oh yeah, you are part of it. MSN, all of you now, I go collect my children for now because I give the opium of religion to destroy them when they're supposed to be smart and intelligent, when they're supposed to operate as king and prince, as queen and princess. Children, that is who you people are. Your mama,
thank you so much, ma. God bless you, ma'am. We'll do it again tomorrow.
I love you.
Thank you, ma. So according to our lady there, she's referring to this. Remember this.
You won't need a car to travel. You won't need an aeroplane to travel. You will just say, I want to go to London. And you'll be in London. Whether you believe it or not, the time is coming.
It is also Sakama J. Yeah.
Hello there. My good the general.
Yes, sir.
The general. Good afternoon, good evening from here.
Good afternoon.
First of all, I want to thank you for the work you're doing. You're getting better and you're being agile. You're getting more better. We thank God for that. Mayegu.
Yes, sir.
I know I don't know how to speak Yoruba, but that Nigeria, Otilo.
Yeah, that one is finished. So Otilo.
It's finished. I don't know. You haven't get through the social media to see the army, one of the soldiers that was trying to disappoint or whatever, they tried to discharge him. So one of them tried to,
you know, that guy that's sorry, his wife came out to say that he's been locked up for over a year or two now without trial. Now they released the video of why he got locked up, and there is more to that. I saw it.
Yeah. So what happened? One of them tried to get the gun out of him or whatever they tried to do, and all of a sudden the camera went blank. It was like a gunshot everywhere. So we don't know how many people that was killed and how everything went down. So the Nigeria, you see the world Nigeria that we live in, when abomination continue to happen and everybody, even the one they call themselves the government, and they still cover it up. We are in a war. Can you see such a thing happen? And the Nigerian army and the government keep covering that type of things off.
It is only in Nigeria.
There is no. It's only in zoo. We call Nigeria. And up to now, they still haven't told the so-called Nigerian people what happened. And in front of them, that they recruited about almost 3,000 or 4,000 Boko Haram into the military, and the Nigerian went blank. They normalized everything. Somebody that killed somebody that knows the person that killed their mother will come over the next day and bring a rice and beans on them. They will still championing up. They will still loyal to him. They will still do everything just to normalize there's nothing happened. Okay, now they said they want to do a protest again. Why would you announce when you want to do a protest?
It's called the Fearless in October. Shore is now spearheading that one. The last one that happened, they said it was in America. Now it's in Nigeria. So he gave them dates.
Yeah. But you don't supposed to give, when the hunger is catching you and you feel like you are dying, when the death comes to me, it doesn't give me a date.
It doesn't.
It doesn't tell me when I'm going to die. So if they're really in the pain over there in Nigeria, why would you tell government what you're going to do to have them prepare for you? It doesn't happen anywhere. If you want to protest, you can come at any time to protest. If you are really fearless of whatever they're doing,
leave an element of surprise. And if that's not,
well, exactly, you call them by surprise. You call them unacceptably. You just call them by surprise. You don't have to announce it. And you see what the first lady of the zoo called Nigeria is doing. He's just making another brand of uniform for their party.
You get just making mockery of the whole place, man. Honestly.
So, and you see what they're doing. They're using Nigerian money and they're using the oil money. It's not the Zamfara good money. No. It's the money that comes from East. They're using to sponsor their habit, their looting and everything. And what pains me most, you see the people in the armed forces, they have the gun, they have everything. And these people just throwing them around. And they never rose up one day to take out of these people. They cannot stand the civilians with no gun, with nothing. They cannot stand it. It's easy to kill them. But this one that's suppressing them, they're putting them where they belong. They're putting them, they're killing their family, they're killing their own grandchildren, they're killing unborn children. They cannot stand up what the Burkina Faso, the Uganda did. And they call them they call us the bloody civilians. What in a war? The country that can see their normal civilians people and their soldier, the armed forces calling their citizens a bloody civilians.
Yes.
When you admire, everybody have rights for self-defense. It's all over the world. Why can't the people rise up and use that word self-defense and deal with these people? And you see what
they haven't been pushed to the wall enough.
They put them the grave. Now they're covering the grave. Every person that answered the name called Nigeria, they already buried you right now, if you don't know it. And now you see what happened, the flooding that came up. You're the one that gave that alert, that there was a flooding coming. Even the so-called country called Nigeria can't elect their citizens and see what's coming. And see the flooding, the hurricane, the stuff that coming to wipe out everybody.
When they tell you that a hurricane is coming, you'll begin to see government evacuate people. They'll be walking around those areas, preparing, getting ready.
They will do
nothing.
They will do everything in their own power to do that. They will not do. That is the reason why anybody listen to news in that so-called Nigeria called the media, we are gone for life. Because that's what they're supposed to be pushing and showing people to prepare themselves. And that country is not doing it. And now people about to wipe up again.
Very soon, and you see people losing everything, crying, oh, please, God come and help us. No, God is not coming to help you.
They're killing them for every power. They're killing them by hunger. They're killing them by flooding. They're killing them anything they can get their hands on. And now you see what happened in the Kogi. I mean, I don't know if people don't watch some mafia's movie. When you see Al Capone, you see where these secret courts have their own mafia, and these secret courts have their own mafia. Now they want to do a drug trade, so they have to make sure they carry their own gang, and this one have to make sure they carry their own gang for their own self-defense for their masters that are killing them. That's exactly what's going on between government and the so people call themselves another government. Mariagu, let them understand that Nigeria is done and everybody should be rise up and protect themselves. Mariagu, let me leave you right here. Thank you very much.
I mean, we will be here in our own part.
Thank you.
Hopefully, they will grab the message sometimes and save themselves. See, thank you so much. You have a good one, okay?
You too, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Here is another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Mariagu. Good evening.
Oh, that's our lady. Somebody mentioned you earlier this evening. You might need to mute the program since I can hear myself there.
Oh Oh, I don't think so because I'm not. You're on mute already.
Okay.
I believe.
I think it's, I don't know where the echo is coming from. I can hear myself speak out again. So I'll let you do your thing. All right, please.
Okay. I just wanted to add my voice to, I think, the many people that have called in regarding, first of all, this Remy Tinubu, ridiculous. I don't know how anybody can come out and, do something so inconsequential, nothing that is going to add value to anybody, and be so bold as to come out in the public and actually speak, and tell people that this is like the person that was talking. As in, what was I supposed to do? So if I clothe myself in that unity fabric, then what then happens? Do I transform into something else? Does it buy me fuel? Does it resolve any issues for me? What does it do exactly?
Does it feed them? I mean,
Does it feed them? To what end? And that's why when people say, a lot of people call in and say, you know what, these people that have been leading or so-called ruining Nigeria have absolutely no clue. The things that cause us to be where we are just the injustice of the day, the unwillingness of people who come into power to resolve those injustices. Because they want to benefit from the injustice themselves. And then you go around and you say you went to Zimbabwe and you were inspired to do cloth. Do you know what? There are sometimes you just feel like, can thunder just come down and strike people? Do you understand? Can it just come down and strike people?
Oh, thunder, where are you?
Of our greedy leaders. Oh, thunder, where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike, so that you eliminate all of them, so that you have peace in our nation. We'll join them in one aeroplane, so that it will crash land in the course of their adjournment.
Jam.
Honestly, I mean, listening to her with the eloquence with which she expressed that stupidity is even the most annoying part of it, And then you have people who are there and they'll be clapping and say this is something good. I just, those kind of things really, really piss me off. Honestly, it really does. And then you have this Edo State gubernatorial election, and I'm like, for goodness sake, I can't believe that they have the animal boldness to present an illiterate, a stark illiterate, a stark illiterate without even any remorse, there's no remorse, no nothing, just you're presenting him as the best option for the people. You're saying that this person has been a senator. If that man is actually a senator, it's shame unto you people. Like in the whole of Edo, I think growing up as a child, Benin people were known as one of the most intelligent, the whole Bendel. Do you understand? Because it used to be called Bendel. They were one of the most intelligent people we have in the world, as far as I'm concerned. And then you bring a stark illiterate to come and represent a state
like a whole political party, a whole senatorial district. That's the best they could get.
That is the best that you could get in the whole of old Bendel, for goodness sake. And then you have people who have the audacity, the boldness to come and tell you that this is the best person for your state in this 2024. What is your track record? What is the track record that this man has, that he's helping people? That's the problem that we have. You're helping people, you're thinking, well, is that what governance is supposed to be about? That is another problem we have. The total and absolute ignorance of governance and what it's meant to deliver. That's why you have the audacity to come and present an illiterate and tell me that that's the best option because he did borehole and he helped people.
No, he loves the people. He loves his people. That's why.
He loves his people.
He loves them. Not the people who are not.
Do you know what?
With them, who want to come and now inherit something. So no, we don't want that. He loves the people. He sunk boreholes. Those are his track record.
You've loved the people into poverty. You've loved them so much that you've given them no education. You've loved them so much that they have no infrastructure. You've loved them so much that there's no working hospital in that state. That is how you love people. You love them into poverty, into early graves. That is how you love people. That's how you love people in Nigeria. Until you kill everybody, then that's how you tell us that you love us. We don't want to even know we don't want to know what it's like for you to hate us. Because if this is how you love us, I don't want to even see hate. Because hate means something else. Then you have you have, again, I keep saying that this Western world, and I think the first caller who mentioned my name just said the same thing. They keep keeping this continent because they know exactly. And I like the point that he made, because a lot of these Western countries, Western nations in general, anybody that calls themselves first world country, their wealth and everything is built on the back of an underdeveloped Africa. As long as Africa remains underdeveloped and they can do as they please, in that place, take away any resources that they want, do whatever they want, it is for in their own best interest, is their own good. Imagine building what they call it, pipeline all the way from Delta to Europe, for goodness sake. And whilst we're here doing all of this nonsense, all of the things that are going on around the whole world. The world is playing chess. Guess who is not playing? Guess the only continent that is not, the only people that are not playing the same chess game that they're playing. Africans. We don't have any. We're not invited. Right. We're not invited. We're not in
the pawn on that chess
table. We're not in the room where it happens. We're not doing anything. And still, in 2024, right? You still want to present a stark illiterate so that we can continue, living in poverty. Mayegu.
We will continue to remind everyone that until something is done and done by us ourselves, right? We are more or less like just waiting to be killed or die until something is done.
Waiting to be killed or died, and as long as we have no consequence, and they can come in there and roam around.
Nobody's coming to rescue us from anything.
Thank you, Mayego. No one is. We are the ones that are supposed to come and save ourselves. There's no time for waiting for people for us to tell United Nations this is what we do. We need to also grab it from them. Tell them, no, enough is enough. You cannot come to my country and tell me what to do, how to look, how to behave, how to think, because we have the capacity to do so. Okay.
Thank you so much, Sham.
Mayego, please, well done with what you're doing. Carry on. We are behind you.
Thank you so much as well for your contribution, as always. Okay. Here is another caller, and I bet this must be Austin. Is that you?
Yeah, Austin. How
are you, sir?
Oh, well, this country, if they say Otilo, Otiloju, it is finally gone.
Too far.
The end. I say end. Don't party. Okwi cinema. End. Le marry benye. You see, the issue right now is there was a video. I don't know whether you're the one that showed it. Mayego, you need to go and look for it.
Right.
This Abacha's SC, I forgot his name, that was trying to contest for election. There was Mustafa, yes. There was a video I watched when he analyzed all the mineral resources Nigeria has, and when this guy they killed in was it not Libya? Gaddafi. Gaddafi and Abacha were in kind of a seamless connection that will change Africa. But these white people would not want Africa to go free. The key to Africa was Libya and Nigeria. Those two countries have very, very strong energy to change the entire continent, but the whites will not. The only problem the Nigeria is having is they have been able to select the demons in Nigeria for rulers. And that is why Kolu can have the nerve to tell us he wants to fly to US for a meeting, but he needed to stop by. A criminal being looked for in US, they can't arrest him because he's doing their bid. Nigerians, if there's going to be any protest anytime, any soon, they should not beg you to join this protest, because I am not in Nigeria. I can imagine how I'll be doing now. Not talk of people living there. It is insane. They didn't want you to go to school. They have increased for it because they know your children are going back to school. You can't pay school fees. You are struggling. It is no more school fees now. It is transport to school. It is finished. Nigerians, it is finished. And Kolu always say, he has heard us, but there's nothing he can do.
A lot of people didn't read enough meaning to it. when he said that, we have to reduce their purchasing power. It was the biggest threat. Now
you know what funny thing?
We reduce the purchasing power of the people. We can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the nets get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the
the purchasing power of more than 70% Nigerians have been taken away from them.